60 million years ago, strong geologic forces caused an enormous upheaval in central Utah. Since then, the effects of water, wind, and time have shaped it into some of the most ruggedly beautiful landscapes in the world, the San Rafael Swell. Today, there are hundreds of miles of remote, unpaved, and often unmaintained roads for us to explore the canyons and cliff tops. I was there for 5 days to tour some of the best viewpoints and toughest trails.
This is a trip that really wasn't supposed to happen. Long story short, my wife and I were out here. She had a Jeep and she ended up having to fly back to Kentucky, left it out here. I came to pick it up and found out that some of my favorite people are out here at the same time, so I'm going on a trip with them. Got Kara from Ozark Overland Adventures, got Sean from The Story Till Now, and got a couple other people who are actually going to come down and join us as well. We are right off the interstate in Utah, getting ready to head into the San Rafael Swell.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be beautiful for us today.
There's nothing quite like heading out onto the trails with friends, and the beautiful surroundings as we cut through the deep canyon of the San Rafael Reef made it even better.
This is gorgeous. I feel like the odd man out with the non-green Jeep.
Stop to look at pictographs?
The canyon has hundreds of pictographs and petroglyphs. When the area was first explored, one of them was mistakenly identified as a dragon, which gave the canyon its name. Towards the end of the canyon is an optional obstacle. Naturally, we had to try it.
Probably would have helped coming up that if I disconnected my sway bar.
Even with his sway bar connected, Sean had made up the harder line of the obstacle with his lift and 40-inch tires. I decided to try the easier line with my stock suspension and 35s.
How's that looking?
Yeah.
You can take it right back.
Keep going. You're a turtle!
It hadn't gone well and I ended up digging in. I didn't want to be pulled, so we tried the traction boards just to give a little more grip under the tires.
You're a little stuck there, Rob.
I am. It's a Jeep thing. You know, I came through here in my Toyota and I never got stuck. I also may have taken all the easy lines instead of this one. So I might have got a little bit stuck, and obviously it was all part of the plan. So right now, we're hooking up to Kara's Jeep. She's gonna pull me out.
Driver. There you go. Okay. Driver.
So I almost made it, and if I'd been a little more aggressive, I might have made it up, but right now, basically over, so Sean's just gonna pull me out.
It didn't take much to pull me up. Then it was Kara's turn in her Jeep with a lift and 38-inch tires. She ended up having the same problem as I did, so accepted the pull too.
It is absolutely freezing cold outside. I just turned on all the heated things. I can't believe it's snowing out here. This is crazy.
The three of us usually visit Utah in the summer when the temperatures are blisteringly hot, so the snow was unexpected. While none of it settled, it made the area even more beautiful.
This road is hard to snack on.
Yeah, probably is if the breaking is my cookies.
If it looks like I'm drunk, it's just I'm trying to get the Pringles out of the tube while steering with my knees.
So we just stopped to try and make a decision. I got two choices. We can either go left here, on my left, which follows a moderately technical trail that is on Onyx, or we can keep going straight, which takes us down through the canyon and up to an overlook. Sean and I have already gone that way, but Kara has not. So I think we're going to go up there, and she really wants to see it. So I think we go up there again. And maybe we can camp up there this time, because last time I was up there, it was so windy that we gave up.
Head up to the overlook.
Head up to the overlook via the dinosaur footprint, which I know is up here, but I've never seen.
I want to see a dinosaur
I want
footprint.
to see the dinosaur footprint.
Holy cow, y'all, this is incredible.
Man, this place is gorgeous. Wow, there's a cave there. Let's go explore. You want to go in that cave?
Of course I want to go in that cave.
Okay. Oh, there's pictographs in there. Or graffiti, I'm not sure.
I'm going to vlog as
I'm not
well.
sure if it's just graffiti.
Sean's vlogging. Kara's vlogging. I wasn't planning on it, but I can't be the only one not vlogging. But what they're telling you
How can you not vlog a cave, dude?
is that we were driving down the road and we saw a cave.
Plus the production value of this audio echo. It's like natural reverb. Ah!
Who doesn't want to
Sounds
go see a
amazing.
cave? Looks like some kind of satanic rituals have been going on in here.
Oh, y'all.
Wow.
This is just sad.
This is sad. Is there actual Pictographs in here?
No.
Yeah, there was. There's not anymore. Thanks, Maddie.
Look at this ancient pictograph. Who am I? Hey, I wrote in English.
Having an existential crisis in a cave in Utah.
Here's the dinosaur footprint trail.
Apparently just off the road here is a dinosaur footprint, which I've driven past before but didn't know it was here at the time.
It's full of water.
Oh yeah.
Or somebody beat in it.
I'll smell it and find out.
No.
Every time I come to Utah, it just blows my mind how beautiful it is here.
This is just gorgeous.
Yeah, not bad.
Like, y'all have no idea. I could cry seeing this up here. This is so pretty. And with all of these campsites, I am just in heaven. I don't even know what to think right now.
This is the spot.
So we think we've found ourselves a decent spot to camp. You know, got a fire pit and not bad views. Right on the edge of a cliff. There.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, Matt. You look a lot warmer than we do.
We're freezing. This is the only shot you're gonna get because I'm about to get back in the deep and get my hands because I'm freezing right now.
Well, I thought this would be a really cool place to camp, but the second the wind blows even a little bit, it is absolutely frigid. It's so cold that I can't feel my hands just from standing out on the edge here and flying the drone around. So I think we're going to backtrack a little bit. There are some campsites down in the valley, so hopefully we can find a place that's out of the wind and, you know, maybe like 1,000 feet lower down might be a degree or two warmer.
This has been a super fun day.
Y'all are awesome, just in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool spot. I like it.
Well, we made it to camp, and actually I really like this spot. Obviously you don't have the views that you had at the Overlook, but it's sheltered. You've got cliffs all around us, so it's pretty decent. So I got my new tent set up, the Go Fast Camper's Ultralight. This thing is sweet, weighs nothing, and I'm probably going to get in there very, very soon, because it is really cold down here. Even though there's no wind, I can't feel my fingers. So just going to cook dinner as quick as I can, go to bed, got to be up early in the morning. Basically going to backtrack to Moab because we've got some trails to do in Moab tomorrow morning. So since we've got to be up early and we're backtracking, I'll probably just see you in Moab.
This is the Green River Launch Complex. This is where they used to launch the test missiles, the Athena missiles, down to White Sands Missile Range.
The launch complex is between the Swell and Moab and is a Cold War era missile testing facility. It operated between 1964 and 1975 before finally being decommissioned in 1983. A lot of the original structures and materials have been removed since then, but there's still enough to make us want to stop and explore.
Are we stopping here?
Yeah, several places to go check out, but I think this one's the one in the control rooms.
We can go in. You want to go into the
Obviously,
control room?
yeah, let's launch some missiles, yo.
Did you bring an Athena missile with you?
Crazy.
For the control.
This was the control room?
I don't know. I was just kind of making it up. It seems right.
Do you think we got to both turn a key at the same time to launch? Is that?
Did you bring the code book?
I did bring the code book.
Was it
and the one-time use keys, right?
Yeah.
The biscuit.
Is that what they call it?
The suitcase nuke?
Yeah. So in this site, you've got what look like kind of conveyor belts everywhere, and we have no idea what they're for. I'll probably Google it after this and I'll be able to tell you. Well, there's a door down at the end of one of them, so we're just gonna go down and see what's in there. Can you go all the way through?
I'm not walking through that. We have entered a mysterious tunnel.
I didn't bring a flashlight either, or my phone.
I'm just following you, Rob.
So if I get bitten by a snake, you know to stop.
Oh, God. Did you have to say snake?
Do you have your phone on you?
I do.
Can I borrow it?
Need light?
Yeah. Just for snake purposes. Thank you.
Good call. Let me know if you get bit.
I will. You'll probably be able to tell from the screaming. What is this? That looks like a snake nest.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? I'm not going anywhere near that. What is that? Why is that there?
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's definitely snakes in here. It's all like rat poo.
I'm out. Oh, God.
It's further, go back.
I'm not going back through this thing, dude.
No.
Stole my phone, forced me to go all the way through. Huh? What's in here?
So whatever this is, it just goes straight down, and there's another one of those tubes that goes into the road. But I am not. Oh, there's something dead.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is cable.
There's something dead.
What?
There's something dead. 2 things dead.
Like what kind of things?
Oh, no, 3 things dead. So, I don't know.
Are those rats?
That is the world's biggest rat. If that's a rat.
Sean, you said you didn't have anything for dinner.
Oh.
It might be a little chewy looking at the state of it.
You let me down.
On to the next place.
There's no nukes. I think we just gotta get out of here.
Wasn't even worth coming.
Wasn't even worth it.
So we made it back to Moab. We're out early with a whole bunch of Jeeps. You might recognize a couple of them. They've been doing some trails out here that are a little bit tougher than I'm comfortable with. And Matt did some stuff to his truck.
Going up the 3rd obstacle on Cliffhanger. It's a very wonky off-camber big boulder here to the side. I tried it a couple times and it's just been washed out over the last couple years. Tried it one more time and made it, but as I was coming up, the back end pitched into the rock. It went ka-doom, ka-doom, and yeah, got a little memory from Cliffhanger.
We're getting ready to do Poison Spider.
I'm super excited we're out here doing this, guys. Let's have some fun.
Rob, if you need any help with the Jeep things, like disconnecting the sway bar and engaging the lockers, 4-low, let us know. We got you.
Could you fix my steering and suspension and the weird electrical thing that's going on with the radio?
Nope, that's just Jeep things. This is my favorite trail out here. It used to be cliffhanger until yesterday, but this is officially my favorite.
Right on.
That one always feels horrible.
The first notable obstacle on Poison Spider is the waterfall. While it's not particularly challenging, the soft sand on the ledges make it slippery, and leaning off towards the drop-off makes it pretty uncomfortable.
So, Rob, would you still take the Tundra up this, but you said that you were going to take the Tundra up?
Probably not.
The obstacle I struggled with the most on Poison Spider was the unnamed switchback immediately after the waterfall. I got caught up on the rocks several times where everyone else had made it through relatively easily.
This trail's been a lot of fun so far. It's definitely pushing the limits of what a stock height Jeep Rubicon can do. You know, I've made it up everything, but I am dragging a lot, and probably need to get some better skid plates on the bottom of that too. For some reason, I thought I'd be able to do this in the Tundra, and there is no way. I mean, maybe there is a way, but it would be really, really difficult. So I won't be bringing the Tundra up here. If I want to do this again, I'll be bringing the Jeep.
Here's D-Notch. I knew it was coming up.
Look at the view. Man, that view behind us is crazy.
Alright, so we've made it to the top of Poison Spider. Beautiful views off that way to the mountains. What's next?
A bunch of flat, rough stuff, and then Golden Spike.
Cool. How does Golden Spike compare to what we did?
More scenic.
More scenic?
Yeah.
Easier, harder?
About the same. I mean, it didn't have as difficult of obstacles, but it's got some fun, long hill climbs and that sort of stuff.
Nice. Kind of like Hell's Revenge kind of hill climbs?
Very much like Hell's.
All right.
With the golden crack.
We just pulled up at this awesome spot on Golden Spike Trail for lunch, and even though it's kind of cold right now, I think I'm going to try out my new awning. It's a sunblock, and actually mostly good because I just want to put this thing on, and you know, it's been winter. I haven't really had a chance to use it. The launch pad? What's the launch pad?
It's like a steep uphill climb with a bump right at the top that you gotta go over. It's almost straight vertical.
Alright, so we're packed up. We can continue along this trail. It's been a lot of fun so far. Partially because of the cool people we get to hang out with, and partially because this is a good trail. You know, not too difficult, decent obstacles. Apparently next one's the launch pad.
They weren't lying when they said that the launch pad was steep. Even my GoPro, which is mounted at the top of the windshield, couldn't see anything but sky.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Tell me what your pitch is at.
Up 35 degrees. You lined up good. Alright, start turning into it. There you go.
This obstacle is not quite as much fun because it's a blind corner turning sharp right and a huge drop off that's apparently 35 degrees. So sitting here in the driver's seat, I can't see a thing out my right window. I'm just relying on them to tell me when to turn, and it's gonna drop off.
Come on down, Rob. There you go, turn hard passenger, There you go. Gravity from here.
How's it going in it? That's fun. I think once you got past trusting the spotter, which you didn't have, did you?
No, well I got a front-facing camera, so I can line it up that way.
Yeah. Rome is my spotter. I was like looking at the rubber marks and...
There you go.
That's the way to do it.
Woo! That's a good one.
This is called Skyline Drive Summit.
This looks fun.
There's nothing quite like driving straight up a rock face.
What are you guys doing?
Oh yeah, look at the flag.
This is the flag of our rebellion against you.
Retired and replaced 31023. Apparently they retired and replaced the flag up here because it gets so torn, and this is who does it. So this is David Netherland, Sergeant First Class, Ron Johnson, retired, 82nd Airborne. Lost a friend.
Are you fired?
Do what?
Are you fired?
Apparently. I mean, apparently he doesn't have his equipment set up correctly.
Oh.
For the beep, bro.
What did you do?
Mine doesn't always beep.
Matt he didn't record.
Well, I did, but his gimbal isn't paired with his phone via Bluetooth to control those things. So
this is how you know your difference between a real YouTuber versus a...
What are you talking about? I have mine all set up.
I didn't know there was Bluetooth. I just got this like a week ago.
After making up, we headed over to Zuki Hill, which had a series of interesting obstacles.
Absolutely, first time. Way to go, yeah.
I'm gonna give it another shot.
Absolutely, first time. Way to go, yeah.
You may have noticed there's no footage of me going up this ledge. That's because there's a bypass, and I chose to take that instead. And having seen how much these lifted, heavily modified Jeeps are struggling to go up there, I think I made the right choice.
Matt's completely turtle. Stay there, Matt, I'm gonna video you.
I might need a gentle pull.
That's a cool trick, Matt.
Most important thing is that we're all here to document it.
Yes.
And to comfort you in your time of need.
I appreciate it. Let's see. Forward? Okay. And hook there. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Back tire's gonna come up, rear slider. Good.
At least it was my wife winching and not one of them.
Passenger. Passenger.
You mean driver?
Driver.
My
passenger. I've been hanging around with Rob for a couple of days. Sorry.
How does it feel to do it when Matt didn't?
Oh, I'm used to that kind of life. So just hang around. I keep doing it.
Come back?
I'm always the guinea pig that finds the proper lines, finds the potholes,
Really?
finds the hazards.
I'm pretty sure I found the line over there on the waterfall too, and that
I wouldn't even try that in my gladiator.
Oh,
Because
I'm sorry,
wheelbase.
what was that?
Wheelbase.
You couldn't do that in your gladiator?
Wheelbase.
That's what I thought.
Well, we made it to the Golden Spike Overlook, and down there is Moab, and it's not a bad view.
Man, with 4 YouTubers and multiple drones in the air, it's hard to find a time to go pee.
Weren't you saying that we were going to be off the trail by 6 o'clock?
That's what Matt was saying.
Yeah, Matt did say that. Matt then also said, well, we'll be off by 7. And, okay, we'll be off before dark. And we will be off before dark.
Towards the end of Golden Spike, we came across what was the most stressful obstacle of the day for me. Matt was first up, and his line left him severely off camber as he dropped off the ledge.
Stay straight, Matt.
I want to cut that way.
Okay.
You about to come up?
Huh?
You about to come up on the driver's side? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm looking for other ways down, because that looks sketchy. I'm thinking maybe this spot right behind me.
Sean took the alternate ledge that I'd been eyeing up, and it honestly didn't look any better.
I like what you did.
Driver, hard driver.
Okay.
Hug this wall, follow that rock line out. But if you just stay like right here, these are just gonna be little ledges like we've been coming down.
Wait, are we talking British driver?
Way, you're gonna be off camber. I just don't like that.
I don't like any of it.
Sean, was it off camber?
Yep.
Oh,
The one over there is going to rip your bumper off. Yeah. You still have factory bumper there, don't you?
Yeah, plastic.
He's right about that. I tell you, Rob, like this line in your Jeep to me is way sketchier than that one.
Yeah.
Kara insisted the original ledge was the best way to go, but with a slightly different line from Matt's. She was definitely right, but her steel bumper took a beating on the way down, something that my factory plastic bumper couldn't do.
Alright, straighten up a little bit. Right. Let go. Alright. Hold on. Back's coming down.
That's good.
Alright, come on.
Gently slid on the bumper, all good.
Last rock.
Clear!
Woo! Baby.
Nice one, Rob.
Well done, sir. Thank you. Well done. What team? You guys, you're awesome. That's all.
Everything's okay.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah, it looked easier in your Jeep than the rest of them.
Yeah, well, we won't tell anyone that we stacked a bunch of rocks.
If memory serves, when we get to the top of this hill, there is an amazing overlook. And it is not far from the overlook.
From the overlook, it was a short drive to Golden Spike's best known obstacle.
We have made it to the crack.
This is probably one of the better known obstacles on this trail. It is the Golden Crack. Thankfully, we drive over it down here, not up there where Matt was, where it's over his head.
Luckily, this isn't where we have to cross.
Dropping. You can grab the other side. Yep. Got to go up a little driver. Yep, big drop. Oh. Fixing to hit. Start climbing.
Good. Alright, turn into it. Did something break?
You got it. This little flag. Only a quarter line. Start turning passenger. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Matt said that we would be definitely done by dark.
The sun was setting as we started Gold Bar Rim. The dark changes everything. Obstacles are harder to see and it's more difficult judging the best lines. One of the biggest problems we had was simply following the trail.
The biggest issue at this point is finding the trail and all the right lines.
As much as I enjoy night wheeling, I was done. It had been a very long day of dragging sliders and hitting skid plates. I was tired, sore, and stressed about finding the best lines for the lower clearance Jeep in the dark.
Rob, if you want to pull kind of over to the side here and let James come in front of you, or whoever's behind you.
Thankfully, I was with a great group of people. They went ahead to test the lines and spot me through where necessary, which helped put me at ease and speed up our trip through the final part of the trail.
I love night wheeling. So much fun.
So it is 9:20 at night. It's been dark for a while. We've been night wheeling for a while. We've just come to the very last obstacle on this trail. And it's called the waterfall. And as far as I can tell, it's a vertical cliff face. We just made it back to the highway, and that's been a very long day. I think it's just coming up to 11 o'clock now, and I hurt. Like, my neck hurts just from being thrown around a whole bunch. But now I need to figure out where I'm going to sleep tonight, and I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. I ended up staying with Matt and Kara at their Airbnb, and now I'm back out in the San Rafael Swell, ready to go out and do some trails. And we've actually got quite a lot of trails planned, basically a whole route mapped out on Onyx. So I have picked up some extra gas storage here, the Rotopacks. Like I said, this was a last minute trip that wasn't planned at all, so I left my gas bags at home. I really like those things. But this works really well, mounted on the Trailrex pack racks. And actually, these are available on my website at revereoverland.com, and I'll put a link to that in the description. So if you have a JL or a JK with the hard roof, you can get extra storage like this for your Rotopacks, gas bags, or even the Maxtrax that I've got on the other side. And I made sure I filled it up with premium, because even though this thing's not great on gas, this thing with its enormous V8 uses a ton of it. And I got some extra for him.
After spending an entire day doing the technical trails in Moab, it was so nice to be back out doing the remote scenic trails, which is what I enjoy most. My hobby has always been videoing the beautiful landscapes and locations, and overlanding is the tool to do that.
All this snow melt has just turned this into a slop river. It's a sloppy mess.
As we crossed the boggy fields, we came across a couple of vehicles that had had some issues.
Oh, run into a group. I was gonna try and winch this truck up.
I went, you know, we actually came in to go, that's where the copper globe mine is, so we've been there all afternoon. And going in, there wasn't any problem, and on the way out, it like the tongue hit like rock. So you know, the angles were different on the way coming this way and then going that way. And then I was hasty, and I was like, well, go slow, maybe he can come through. I was hoping him, you know, winch him to a tree and then connect to his back bumper, then pull out that way. Gotcha. Then we rushed too fast with him. We should have stopped there.
The Tundra and trailer were firmly wedged in the gully, and the FJ had gone off the trail to try and get in front to winch it. The end result was two very stuck vehicles. They admitted that they had rushed into the recovery and made some mistakes. A better approach would have been to winch the Tundra out backwards, then send the FJ through ahead of it.
Like 16 to 13 on mine, where I took just slightly bigger tires. Okay, wait, you have a... Okay, just go for that. Cool. Open you a little bit. Yeah.
Thankfully, we were able to get both of them out without any issues and continued on our way.
My truck is disgusting. It feels heavy. Hey, you probably got like half a ton of it caked to the outside. There goes my fuel economy. Yeah, it's ruined now. This is more creek than it is road now. Yep, that's cool. Wow, look at that. That's a cliff edge.
This is yet another awesome cliffside spot from Utah. I think this would be a really cool place to camp right on the edge here if it wasn't supposed to be so windy tonight and if we didn't have a few hours of daylight left to go. The trail does look as though it continues along the cliff edge, but there's a sign right here that says end of designated route. So I'm going to take that as you're not supposed to drive along there, even though clearly people have, but that doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Just like clearly people like Cody and Monica have scratched their names into the rock. It's not the right thing to do. The good news is that I am sure there are plenty of other cliffside places to go on the way out of here.
And it's beautiful out here today. It's not even windy, really. It really is pretty. I am enjoying this a lot. So you're tracking this whole route on Onyx? Yeah, tracking the whole thing, but this is mostly made up of Onyx curated trails anyway. This trail's had a little bit of everything. You had the sloppy fun part, you had wide open, fast paced, you got the incredible views, you got cliffside drives, now you got canyon drives. Yeah, I'm loving this. This is turning out fantastic so far today. Do you see all the dust being kicked up in the valley, though? You should come up this way and go to the top. It's pretty awesome.
think of down here for camp?
It looks like there's a clearing just ahead of you that would be perfect.
I agree.
Well, we found ourselves a decent spot to camp just as the sun is setting. It's a little breezy, but really not too bad, especially considering as we came down, you could see across the valley just the dust storms whipping all the dust up there. So I'm happy with this spot. And how about that drive in here?
That drive in here was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it. And we got a little bit of everything. A little bit of Mars, a little bit of moon, a little bit of Utah.
Cliffs. Lots of cliffs. Lots of rocks.
A little bit of everything. And we got covered in mud.
But the drive across those Badlands with the sun setting lighting them up was just amazing. I'm so glad we came out this way. So glad that Sean told me to put the drone up. I can't wait to see that drone footage. I'm probably gonna, while I'm cooking dinner, get my laptop out and look at it, because the way the sunset lit up the reds, those Badlands, was just something else. Well, it's cold out here this morning. Thankfully, up there I was nice and warm. Had got the iCamper sleeping bag, which is excellent, and then had myself wrapped in a heated blanket. Stole some power from Sean, so I kept nice and warm, nice and toasty up there. I actually had to turn the heated blanket off at one point because I was a little too warm. But we were supposed to have really bad windstorms last night, and it really
the wind
didn't materialize at all. Like right now,
it's probably like 1 or 2 degrees right now.
Yeah.
Celsius.
Yeah,
Americans.
I don't, like what, 30? I don't know, I'd say it's around freezing.
Pretty close.
Yeah, we'll go with 32 just because that way I can do the conversion. 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. I could look on my phone and actually get an actual number, but we'll just make it up instead. But not a breath of wind, like nothing is moving. It's completely silent.
I think we picked a pretty good spot.
I think
so.
It is
dead silent out here, eh?
Yeah.
I love that for sleeping. There's no sign of any noise from anything.
No. Actually, I think you're right about picking that spot, because last night when we were coming down, you could see the dust storms across the valley.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that here at all.
We did not have that here, so we're probably completely sheltered from whatever storm there was.
Yeah. So today, we're going to pack up and then go find somewhere that is not sheltered, because we're going to another overlook.
Yeah.
Another cliff, believe it or not.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm ready to roll. I see construction equipment. Bridge closed. There's nothing here. Oh, I mean, there's a bypass.
Why did they close it? You don't even need a bridge.
Why are they even building a bridge here?
I mean, I guess technically they didn't lie to us. The bridge is definitely closed.
What a great route.
Yeah, I agree. This is one of my favorite routes I've done. That looks promising ahead. I see what looks like a cliff edge.
Wow.
I don't think I have much to add here because the drone footage just shows it all, and what you see on the drone it's what you get here. The views, it's insane. Kind of speechless. Don't really know what to say. I definitely would not have found this spot if it was not for Onyx Off-Road. This is one of their recommended trails. It comes right out to the end here to the viewpoint. They have about 500,000 miles of those curated trails across the US, and some of the best ones are out here in Utah. If you want to learn more about Onyx, I will put a link to it in the description. You can get 20% off if you use my link.
Or my link.
Oh, no, don't use Sean's link. Just use mine. I have just noticed something, or I noticed it while I was flying the drone. There's a road over there. And when I pulled up Onyx, that is another one of those trails.
Where?
Well, I can't see it now. I could see it on the drone when I did the 7x zoom.
Oh, like way over there?
Way over there.
That looks like a cool road.
There was a road down there, so I think, well, obviously there's a quick way there, but I'm gonna go all the way around and try and find that spot down there, because I think that would be really cool as well.
The geology here is crazy.
Thanks, using that.
I don't think I've mentioned to you how much I love Utah. I come here like 4 or 5 times a year, and every time go somewhere new, and it's always beautiful. Doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah, I think Utah is my favorite place. I love both the scenic exploring side and the trail side. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of everything.
I could totally move to Utah. I could live here. Alright, let's stop here and let me put some fuel in.
So there's not many gas stations out here in the middle of wherever we are, the desert, these Badlands. And Sean's got quite a thirsty vehicle. I'm about half a tank. His range has been 0 for about 10 miles. So we figured we'd stop off here and fuel up. How much you putting in?
Probably put in 1 for now. See how tired I get holding this can. I might put in another one.
Alright, all fueled up. We're gonna head on towards Hanksville.
Some nice looking rocks ahead.
And I do like rocks. I gotta make sure all cameras are off. We don't want to get arrested for filming in a national park.
We've just reached Capitol Reef National Park, and unfortunately the new national park rules mean that you need a commercial film permit to do any kind of monetized filming in there. So YouTube, Instagram Reels, since I'm monetized on both those, I can't do any filming for that stuff in the national park because I didn't apply for a permit because they're expensive. And I'm only passing through for just one day. So unfortunately, you won't get to see any of that stuff, but I'll continue filming once we're out the other side.
I guess we can talk over the radio about how beautiful it is, and are we allowed to record that in the national park?
It's so beautiful.
Wow, look at all of the things that the viewers are missing out on.
I mean, that mountain to the right is pretty cool.
I do quite like that mountain. And we are out of the national park.
Man, that was exciting. I'm so glad we went to the park.
All these roads are really cool. This is something I love about Utah. Is if you don't like the scenery, just drive for 5 minutes.
How much fuel do you have left?
Just under half a tank.
Oh, me too. See, we got the same range.
So Sean is airing up because unfortunately he has to get back to Moab now. We may end up seeing him later in the week. I'm not sure. I have to see if he can get away from Easter Jeep Safari. Good news is someone else is about to join me. And here they are. Justin has joined me. Hillary, his wife's over the other side of the truck. His new truck. And we're at a very windy Goblin Valley State Park, and we're gonna go find some goblins. Booga booga. Is that what goblins say? Definitely what goblins say. And I just got my my drone permit, so we're gonna go fly some drones around.
Goblin Valley features thousands of hoodoos formed from wind and water erosion of the surrounding sandstone, which is protected in places by harder and more erosion-resistant cap rocks. The rock on top shrinks slower than the softer sandstone underneath, which leads to the unusual shapes that are said to resemble goblin faces.
So now it's time for us to try and find a place to camp, and it is very windy here. So we've gone around the back of Goblin Valley. We're gonna try and find a spot tucked right in next to the cliffs that is hopefully sheltered. One of the problems that we have is that this is a very popular area, and I think it's Utah's spring break right now. So a lot of the spots are probably gonna be taken.
Okay, this spot's great, man.
Well, I think this is a great spot. Considering how windy it was out there, this is very sheltered. There's a light breeze that's coming straight from the front of the Jeep, so it won't be too bad. And we don't have a lot of people around us. There are people driving past looking for spots, but we've got this one all to ourselves.
How was your first night in your new Jeep?
First night in the new camper. Needs a better mattress. That's the first thing, but it's great because Hillary's in there standing up getting changed, so you don't have to do that like lay down shimmy.
It's windy.
Let's make it windier. But I mean, I still slept. That's all that matters.
I think both of us are kind of struggling on this trip a little bit. Justin's obviously got a brand new vehicle that he's never taken a trip in before, so there's constant adjustments going on. That's what you do when you get something new or have a new setup. So he's switching things around on the roof rack there. And I'm struggling because I'm not used to having such a small vehicle. You know, I've got the Tundra normally, and I haven't really taken this on a long trip yet, so I feel like nothing has a home. The back end storage is doing okay. Back seat's just a hot mess. Like I want to get a partial seat delete for that and for the fridge. And then front seat is, it's wires everywhere. And they all get tangled up because I'm constantly switching between everything as I pick up, you know, the microphone for the radio, charge a camera, charge a controller, that kind of thing. So I have actually, while I was on this trip, ordered a 67 design set up at the front there, so I can put my phone up there, my microphone up there, GoPro up there, and kind of get a little bit of organization going on in the front. On the outside, I've already mentioned the pack racks that I got on my website. They are very useful because obviously I've got a lot more storage now on the outside of the Jeep, but I've learned I need to switch these around. It doesn't make any sense to have the max tracks on this side above the fuel filler cap, and then the fuel on this side above nothing. Because when I go to the gas station, it means I have to take this off to fill it up. I also turn this around because I learned that the nozzle probably needs to be at the back so it doesn't get covered in mud, but too late with that one. So now it's time to pack the tent away, and then it's a short drive north to the trail we're taking today.
I just checked satellite weather and it says it's going to be windy all today and all tomorrow.
Oh wow, it's suddenly pretty.
This sign says vehicles 52 inches wide or less only beyond this point.
We're too big.
We're too big.
You guys look.
It's very windy.
It is.
Trying to hide behind this sign. So we were going to do behind the reef trail, but apparently they've added a sign with a width restriction now. So you're only allowed to do it if you are 52 inches wide or less, which neither of us are. I walked up there a little way and had a look, and I think, honestly, I don't think we would have had much fun going through there anyway. The very first obstacle I would have scraped over, and Justin definitely would have scraped. And Justin doesn't have rock sliders yet. He's got steps, but didn't put the armor on him. So I don't think we would have done it anyway, even without the sign. This road is miserable.
Wow, are we on the same brainwave or something?
It doesn't take many brain cells to come up with that statement. So to get around, we've taken Temple Mountain Road up north. That's Temple Mountain behind me there. And we just stopped for lunch in a relatively sheltered little spot because it is super windy and I don't want sand in my sandwich.
So, no more diesel heater?
No, I'm getting rid of it. Getting rid of all of them. That's so annoying. They're so...
So the dish soap's bringing it up?
Yeah, a little dish soap, a little water, just a little elbow grease.
Ugh, I'm allergic to that.
It was ratchet strapped in. Bounced out.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Can you see?
Oh, no.
Yeah, luckily I can just empty this tank into the truck.
Very, very slowly.
Very slowly.
Not nearly as windy down here. You want to lead the way to the mine?
How do those chase lights look?
Yellow. This is cool.
Well, we just made it to the Lucky Strike mine. This is a uranium mining area, so, and all these cliffs around us are a bunch of holes for uranium mines. Beautiful location, just sitting underneath huge cliffs at the end of this canyon. And there actually are overlooks at the top. I looked on the map and you can drive right up to the edge. I wish we had, so I could look down on this and, you know, see where we'd be today, because that's where we were a couple of days ago. We did actually go to one of the overlooks, but it's just around the corner there, so you can't see it from where we're at.
I think this might be in our price range.
A little bit of a fixer-upper.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in House Hunters. Do you want the rundown shack that once had a door, or the rundown shack that once still has a door? That one still has a door, so I mean...
I'm going for the door one.
Yeah. It's
Although,
only got partial roof. I think this one's still fully roofed.
You can't afford a full roof.
No, I'm going for a door.
Not on a YouTuber salary. If this was an accurate House Hunters episode, you know, be YouTuber, doesn't make much money, budget 4 million.
Yeah.
Stamp collector, budget 2 million.
Need a 14-car garage. I definitely want to be in a celebrity gated area. I want to make sure that I really live in an upper class neighborhood, but I do only work at Wendy's.
When we first pulled up here, it was nice and sheltered, so we thought it'd be a good place to camp. But we've had quite a lot of wind gusting through, and it's only 4 o'clock. So I think we're going to continue around the canyon and try and find another spot to camp, one that's sheltered, because it's supposed to be cold up here tonight, and it's super windy. I think I've mentioned that already once or twice. As we left the mine, we were hit by increasingly violent winds.
I don't think I'm going to be flying my drone again. It is really hazy here.
The sand blowing off the top of the cliff and along the cliff face cut visibility to the point where I could barely see the features of the landscape or even make out Justin's truck at times.
Just got a call from Elizabeth. She wants me coming home. She's sick, kid's sick, everyone's miserable, and she wants me home to help.
It was the end of an incredible trip with good friends to a ton of new places. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's my goal to make it to 100,000 subscribers this year, and I need your help to get there. Once you've done that, go check out my Idaho movie from last summer.